Hi, this is Jill Goldstein
and Cindy Chiola,
welcoming you to the Cherry Hill East versus West gymnastic meet.
dedicated to the seniors.
The order of events for today's competition is vaulting, uneven bars, balance beam, and floor exercise.
First up for vaulting is Jenny Weiss from West. Now the handstand was well executed, not putting up this pose for her skill bit. So what she did was very nice.
Next up is Maria Gonzalez for Cherry Hill East. Her vault is a half on, half off.
Nice amplitude, a little leg separation in the beginning, and a free flight. That amplitude was very well executed.
It is a good half off. Notice the leg separation.
Next up for West is Stacy Walk.
Let's go with 6.45.
Up now for Cherry Hill East is Megan Alstott. Megan has qualified on this vault for sectional meet on Saturday. Beautiful half on, half off. Score is a 7.55.
Next up for West is Tara Dillon. That vault was a layout sweep. Next up for Cherry Hill East is Captain Cindy Chiola. Cindy is qualified for the sectional meet on this vault. Very nice vault. In slow motion, you can see the pop that she has off of the horse onto the floor.
Up next is Lucas Captain West. That was a horse from vault with an 8-8. That's got a score of 7.5.
Next up from Cherry Hill East is Cindy Danker, who is also qualified on vaulting. This vault is a handstand full.
It was a beautiful vault and with very much difficulties, worth a full 10.0. She has a very nice pre-flight, nice tight twist, nice after flight and height. The distance was a little short though, that's why she got cut a little bit too much.
The next event is uneven bars. Up to Cherry Hill East is Amy Kansler.
Amy's a senior this year.
And this is her last performance.
A little more compression in that jam, but and the routine's flowing pretty nicely. This is a new routine for Amy this year.
And a very nice tight flyer.
She has 6.0. This is Cherry Hill East coach Phil Frank comforting Amy after her little displeasing bar routine.
And here is Stacy Walks from Cherry Hill West.
Nice eagle. Little hesitation there.
The gymnast gets deducted when they stop and the routine is not smooth.
They'd like to do it 5.5.
Next up, from Cherry Hill East, is moving outside.
Deacon has qualified for the sectionals on bars. Nice skip catch. Little spider sneak up the bar. Megan's routine flows very well. That's for that.
Many of the gymnasts said that the bars are quite slippery, and a lot were having problems that day. Very nice routine. Next up from Cherry Hill West, Kim Brown.
Nice mount. Little stop there. That's about a 10th or 2 deduction. Another stop. Oh, nice routine. 4.55.
Next up, from Cherry Hill East, is Cindy Chiolo. Nice straddle over half turn mount. Oh, her hand slipped on the bars there. Now she has to do a brow. And because her momentum had stopped because of her fall, she missed her brow. Now she has to start and get her timing back for the routine. The hex and full twist dismount. Very nice routine. This score was 7.35. Here's her fall again in slow motion. It actually
Didn't hurt.
doesn't hurt, but it looks painful. And her dismount, flyaway hex with a full twist. Nice height.
Little loose. Up next to West is Jenny White.
Good catch.
That's a superior move.
Here's her handstand.
Nice handstand. Nice spin. A little trouble on the right hand kick. Hold it out though. And nice dismount.
Nice routine. Here's a slow motion of her dismount. Flyway.
In a tuck position. Not bad. A little short of height, but otherwise okay. Up next is Cindy Danker from Cherry Hill.
Cindy's routine contains a lot of difficulty.
Nice height in her mount. Good free hip hand. Cindy's routine flows very well.
Keeps a nice tight body.
Very strong in the bars. You have to be to perform all these difficult moves. Oh, beautiful routine. Score of an 8.5.
Here's Cindy's
Free hip
handstand.
handstand. Very well stretched out long hand kip. She stretches every move to the fullest.
And another handstand. Half pirouette. Eagle with full twist.
This is a new move Cindy's performing this year.
She banged her feet on a little bit, but otherwise it was very nicely done. And here's her dismount. Tuck back. Nice height.
Nice safe dismount to end the routine with.
Next up is Linda Sapp from Cherry Hill West.
Ooh, little difficulty on there. She went over on her handstand. She wasn't tight enough. Little form separations there. Otherwise it flows. She didn't pull long enough on her kip catch. That's why she missed.
Linda has good timing on the bars. And hex dismount.
So 6.85.
Here's
Linda's
Linda's,
full circle half turn in slow motion.
and here's her hex, eagle. Eagle catch. Dropping down to a glide. Kip catch. Whoop. She didn't pull the bar long enough. And here's her dismount. Flyaway hex. Knee bend. Her knee's bent there.
Up first for balance beam is Donna Schatt from West.
That was the lead. Bounce beam. A bouncing routine must contain tricks and show dance and jumps and turns.
Should be very fluid. 3 superior moves have to be completed, and 4 medium moves. A split leap must be contained, and a full turn also. Gymnast routine must be at least 1 minute and 15 seconds, and 1:30 the most. She gets
A 5-second warning at the end if she's running late.
.5 of a point are taken off for each fall, which is a big deduction.
Here's her handstand, which is a requirement.
A little low on the dismount there.
This goes 1.5.
Up now is Jill Goldstein, that's the other captain from Cherry Hill East. Feels a nice mount, a little bit loose, so she tends to fall off. A little loose there.
It's a little shaky.
a little bit off there. Jill has just come back from having mono, and it's throwing her balance off a little bit. But otherwise, the routine does flow smoothly, except for a few of the breaks. Just got her back handspring back and just a little bit off.
Sleep was a little low.
Jill didn't push straight up after her no-handed forward roll. She made it a little bit slow, so she tends to fall off. Just a little move there. She made that one up herself. And a good dismount. Nice routine. Score 5.35.
Next up, Linda Shop from Cherry Hill Row.
Handstand. She moved up a little bit too fast, and it threw her balance off. Okay, nice tight full turn. Ooh, a little loose there.
The main problem girls have on the beam is trying to stay on. And a lot of times, you could be making your tricks and warm-ups, but once the real competition comes along, you get nervous and fall off.
After a girl falls, it's a little bit difficult to get back on the beam because you're so nervous about falling off again.
And you have to
Get your
regain your confidence.
and your concentration back. You have to make pretend nobody else is around there, just like workout, so you don't get as nervous. It's pretty difficult.
I don't know any girls who aren't nervous when they're up there on the beam, especially when the whole gym is quiet and everyone's watching you.
Nice dismount. Original.
Nice back press.
Score 4.35. Up now is Patty Pasquatello.
Cherry Hill.
Beautiful mount. Not too many people do that. It takes a lot of flexibility and control. Kind of hurts a little too. Patty's very flexible. Her kick is very nice and high.
And she also appears to be quite solid. A little wobble there, but along with her dance.
Her dance is smooth. Nice back handspring. A little loose at the end. She's having a little trouble keeping tight the end of her tricks. Ooh, she pulled that out.
A lot of times, if you're aware where you are on the beam, you can bend your knees to stay on so you don't lose your balance. See, that bobble was just mainly from being nervous.
And break from concentration. Patty's split lips were a little hesitant because one week she had a bad fall on it.
It's hard to get back up and go as high as you did before.
Nice flexibility.
Patty does this to solve for her time if she's running short in her routine.
You also need a certain amount of praises on the beam too. I scored 6 points. Could have been a little higher, I think.
Here's Patty's front walkover.
In slow motion. She's a very nice front walker. Her legs are completely split in the middle.
And here's her back handspring. Her legs bent a little bit and she was a little loose. But besides that,
It's pretty nice. It's a very difficult move on beam.
and scary. And to back walkover.
She was really off on that. She threw her leg a little over to the side, but she does manage to pull it out. That's what experience does to you. It teaches you.
Next up is Kathy Joseph from West. Step on
Nice
out.
mount. Showed a little flexibility there and balance. A little loose.
Kathy has a lot of dance ability, and she looks very graceful.
Nice back walk over. A little knee bend, but okay.
One superior move that a girl can do is 2 back walkovers in a row without stopping.
Puts two mediums together.
Pretty confident. No-handed forward roll, which is a superior.
Little break of concentration there. Nice flowing though.
And her dismount.
Nice routine.
Oh, good. Here's her back walkovers, slow motion.
A pretty nice little knee bend. It's still very well controlled.
Yeah. And her second back walkover.
She might not get full credit for that because there was a stop in between, and there's not supposed to get the superior credit. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
There's amplitude on her tuck
Very
jump
nice.
here. Beautiful. Okay, good job. Up now for Cherry Hill East is Cindy Danker. Cindy Danker's a senior this year. This mount takes a lot of strength. Very well controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Gymnasts have very much different styles on beam. Some are more graceful than others, some just have shorter, cutier moves, and some just really dance it out.
That was 2 back handspring in a row, which is a very difficult combination. And a beautiful switch leg leap.
Cindy Danker has more of the cutesy type movements. It looks good on her though.
She stays tight throughout her routine.
Tighten your buns, stay on. Cabriole.
Aerial.
A little difficulty on that. Aerials are very hard to stick on beam. They're pretty chancy. Your shoulders have to be completely over the beam, and your legs have to be.
Square.
Yeah.
The beam.
It's really hard to stay on. Little
And
stall there.
her dismount.
Nice
Round off
dismount.
tuck back. Very nice routine.
Beautiful. Next Cindy scores an 8.35, which is very high for beam.
Our teammates congratulate her. And here's her 2 back handsprings in a row. There's no hesitation.
In between. Beautiful. She sticks it.
And here's a switch leg leap, which is perfect.
Round off continuous tuck back dismount. Beautiful routine.
Next up for Cherry Hill West is
Tara Jones.
Tara's mount is a forward roll. She had a little problem keeping her body square. This is Tara's last performance on beam this year.
Nice cartwheel, nice and square. A little trouble on the back walkover. Her balance seems to be a little off.
She seems to sink in her shoulders right when her hands hit.
Shoulders have to be completely blocked out and tight, so there's no chance for a lot of movement.
And again, once you start having problems with falling off, it becomes kind of contagious.
Take it from Jill.
Really?
And me.
We've all been through these ones in our life.
Just cover up there. So full sprint inside. A cartwheel. It's fully extended. It's pretty nice. It's a little slow on pushing her hands off the beam at the end, but she covered it up.
And here's her leap. Pretty nice amplitude. She could get her legs a little more spread apart. And this out.
Nice bounce.
Up now, Cindy Kiolis and Tyler Lee. Cindy has a unique snout. Using the board, she's going to jump and go into a split. A little problem there. Covered up well.
Doesn't hurt.
And here's her routine. Very, very nicely flowing. Beautiful dance.
Thanks, Jill.
Nice split leap. Cindy looks pretty confident up there. Flexibility. And here's her aerial. All right. Nicely done.
Had to fight that one off a little bit. A little shaky there. Have to get my concentration and stability back.
Nice full turn.
The new
Preparing.
Move, the new move I just put in for this meet.
What is?
This back handspring.
Back
back
handspring, back
walkover.
walkover. New combination. And very nicely done.
Oop.
Is it? It's
Flip that up. A side leap with half
side
turn.
leap.
Easier to stick it that way.
And front walkover. Solid.
Dumb move.
What happened there, Cindy?
I was in a rush to get
And what
on
happened
my
was,
routine because I made all my tricks and I just wanted to
what happened was that warning was called in the middle of her fall, so she had to hurry up and get back on there and do a dismount, which wasn't her dismount which she was planning on doing, right?
At least I should have put my leg in the back and held it up, but
And here's her aerial.
fought it.
Right.
Real hard to stick.
Cat leap.
I lost balance there.
Cutting yourself up too much.
Ooh. I did hit my head
Good
once.
flexibility. And here's a back handspring.
Immediately trying.
Immediately into a back walkover. And the dismount.
Last minute dismount. That bad.
It was good. And the dismount she originally had planned was Final event will be floor exercise, and up first for starting release is Kathy Ahern.
Kathy helps our team out a lot. She got misfielded this last year, and she'll probably get voted for that again.
And here comes her first tumbling pass. Round up back handspring, back layout. Very nicely executed.
Beautiful. Kathy hasn't worked out all summer, so for missing all that practice, she did pretty good. She has a lot of talent.
A gymnast must be careful that she stays within the mat and does not go over the border.
Dance is very smooth and well done. A little cutesy move there.
Very original move.
Ooh, little froggy back top there, but it's nice in height.
And that was a very nice routine,
That was real
Kathy.
nice.
7.6. And this is her final performance. Round off, back handspring, back layup.
Beautiful.
Nice and tight.
Nice continuous aerials in a row there. Up now is Michelle Weston West.
A gymnast must be able to have endurance to make it through a whole floor routine, which is a maximum of 1 minute and 30 seconds long.
Doesn't seem that long, but when you're doing it continuously, it's pretty tough.
Especially when you hardly are stopping.
Gymnasts must have strong legs to get through these moves. Oh, little double there.
Leap combination.
Just jump there. A full turn to the reverse hip.
Good handspring dive roll.
A little short in height, but not bad. Like a routine.
And she scored a 5.25. And here's her no. Round up back handspring,
Back
back handspring. She had a little problem on that because she didn't sit back enough on her back handspring.
And she didn't lock out in her shoulders. Footlights look pretty nice. Nice height. Up now is Marie Gonzalez from Cherry Hills.
And her first tumbling pass. Round up back handspring, back layout with a full twist. Very difficult.
You said it. Maria has very nice dance in her routine.
She expresses
Herself well.
And knowing Maria, it was obvious that this wasn't one of her routines that she had a lot of energy. Here comes her second pass.
Beautiful dance. That's
Handspring
very
front.
important also, besides the trick movements. Everything has to flow pretty nicely. Team fits her well.
She is getting ready for her last pass.
Right now is the toughest time to get all your energy that you have left. And she didn't quite have it. She was supposed to do a cut back there, but she didn't have the energy.
And it's a
for
good
it.
thing she didn't because she could and her score was a 7.7. A gymnast needs an 8.0 to qualify. And here's her full twisting back layout.
Nice.
Little leg separation, but very nicely done.
Nice job.
height.
Little trouble on the front, but she does pull it out.
Which is better than falling. Next up is Tara Dillon from Cherry Hill West. Two back handsprings.
Combination. Jump full turn with little added moves in between there.
Mm-hmm. Aerial, which is a superior move, and another one. And a very nice routine.
Well done. Score is 5.75.
And
The first tumbling pass?
round
Now
off two back
handsprings.
handsprings. Very nice with the straddle jump. And here's two cartwheels. Nice, straight body. And her back handspring. Next up is Cindy Keola from Cherry Hill East. Cindy has excellent dancing ability. And her routine really flows smoothly. And a very strong tumbler, as you see with that full.
Caused a little bit of difficulty here.
That was supposed to be a double turn, but her bounce was a little off. Very nice.
Gotta get my concentration back.
Cindy's routine is one which you enjoy watching. And here comes her next tumbling pass. Little problem on her Arabian.
A little
Over
rotated, yeah.
And she also stepped out of bounds. which
A few extra attempts taken off doesn't help. Gotta get my energy back for the next tumbling pass.
And a little breath there. And nice pike back.
A little uncontrolled ending there, but
It was a beautiful routine. Score 7.55. Cindy's routine gives an emotional feeling for a lot of people, because I know when I see it, I get tears in my eyes. And here's her pike back. Notice the height. A nice tight body. Next up is Kathy Joseph.
of West.
This routine really emphasizes her beautiful dance ability.
Switch leg leap there.
And the top back. This routine really also gets into the music.
There's flexibility from there. Let's get back handspring. And aerial. Double turn there.
A double turn is a superior.
Okay.
Nice job.
Beautiful. Nice band. Score 6.75. The first time we pass around up tuck back. A little different. People usually throw the back handspring in the middle there.
And nice dive roll.
Yeah, very well laid
Extended
out.
body.
Yeah, nice.
Nice height. Next up for Cherry Hill East is Cindy Denker. This is another very nice routine.
She prepares for her very difficult tumbling pass.
The round off back handspring with a double full twist.
2 twists around, not only one. One's hard enough, but that's pretty difficult. Especially on a non-power floor.
And here comes handstand pirouette. 1, 2, 3 times around.
Like just move right down into that.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Cindy's style has changed among the years of her dancing.
Her routine matured with her.
Right. And then she still looks
A little
cute. That's good.
Nice dismount with the layout.
Ending with the layout shows good endurance.
Nice routine.
Nice routine.
Beautiful.
Cindy was happy with it. She got a little underscored there.
An 8.65. That was a nice straddle leap.
Look at that.
height. Here's a double full.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nicely done.
There's our radiant. A lot of height there.
Yeah.
Able to tumble out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Beautiful
Wow.
straddle leap.
And then layout. Nice tight body. Good positioning.
Yeah, let's just be a little bit hollowed. A little pike there. Up now is Linda Sapp from Cherry Hill West.
Layout. Little arch.
Most of the girls that compete in high school work out at separate gyms over the period of time which you're not competing. You pretty much have to stay in shape for the next season. You want to lose all your tricks again because it's hard to get back.
Because gymnastics is a sport which requires the use of a lot of different muscles which have to stay in tone throughout the year. Like that.
by Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Over 6.9.
Here's Linda's first tumbling pass.
Two back handsprings. So a layout.
Linda didn't use her arms to get up. That's why she had to arch to get around. Nice height, though.
This time she did use her arms. She got around a little bit easier.
Right.
It's nice. Nice height. Nice extension. Even after a little difficult meet from Cherry Hill East, we had a little trouble, didn't run too smoothly. We still wound up winning with the 94.8 against West with 75.2.
Individual all-around totals was Cindy Danker 34.15 and Cindy Keeler 30.60. This was the final meet for many seniors, and we wish them good luck in the future. And
Good luck at sectional this Saturday at Washington Township. Try to be there and support us. It'll be great.
And Jill Goldstein, thanking you for watching.
Aloha!